this coming year, there are going to be events orchestrated that are going to be very hard hitting. And we're going to need to process the emotion of that because it touches on some deep collective trauma. But the gift and the magic is that the forces that be, the cosmic forces that be, are have prepared us to endure these shockers. Okay. And they've done it via light codes. We have been taking in gamma radiations. We've been taking in all different categories of radiations from the cosmos, from our sun, for a long, long time now. And the sun has been very active, as many of you guys know. The whole CME, solar flares, all this stuff has been very active. We've had supernovas going off. We've had, galactic events happening. And what science doesn't really convey to you is that the kind of radiation that happens in those galactic events is faster than the speed of light. It's almost instantaneous, and this is the study of neutrinos, for example. It knows no bounds. Neutrinos goes through matter like it's not even there, because in the frequency of that reality, it's not there. Okay. So there are, via these ultra frequencies, these radiations, deep encodements have been put in place. So once these crackings start coming, it's like a time code. It's going to activate these encodements. We won't even know that the inner strength that's there, we won't even know it until we reach it. So this cracking happens, it takes us deep inside, and all of a sudden there's a strength there that we never realized was there. And that's true for multidimensionals, because we've had dark nights of the soul, many of them, but I'm talking about the collective in general is going to be experiencing that. So by the spring, there is going to be a miracle that's already unfolded for humanity. People are feeling hopeful because of this new coming governingship. Some people are tentative about that, but the collective feeling, despite what the media shows us, is a hope for change. Okay, hope that something different is going to be going on. Not everybody is in it, but the majority is in it, and this hopefulness is building into something, to having a great realization. And something is going to transpire that's like a shock to the system. And we are going, as a collective, are going to be surprisingly not that bothered by it. And I think this is what's happening, or what happened with the whole drone drama. I mean, media is talking about it, but it's actually a very small portion of the larger collective that actually cares and think it's something to talk about. Okay. So there's hopefulness coming with this new administration. There are ideas put forward. There's shocking things that no one thought of going to be revealed. And the mainstream media may melt, or I'm just going to say the narrative generators are going to have their drama with it, but most of humanity is going to have the inner capacity to process it. Okay. And it feels like 2025 is a series of events that get us in touch with just how centered we actually are. Okay. Now, my conversation with the kids yesterday, it kind of was in this note of, they feel like most of humanity is really sick, which could be. I don't necessarily feel that way. I feel like that people are not authentically them most of the time, and if they were, it would be a different kind of interaction. So maybe I'm a bit more optimistic, let's say. But so the big challenge is, we are going to have the capacity, these encodements that we've downloaded and that are inside of us and have unknowingly made so much change within, are going to become activated with these events. And as these events stack up, okay, by the time we get to the middle of the year, the powers that be, so to speak, that are crumbling, it feels like they are really going to do a big, strong pushback. And in the strong pushback, That could be, that could be alien landing, that could be war. But I feel like by the middle of the year, it'll be very, very clear that the world, humanity is done with this bullshit of war. They are done with it. That's what it feels like. And when that happens, that usually means some problem, reaction, solution event gets orchestrated, right? So, so there seems like there's going to be a series of small ones and then a real big one towards the end of the year for us to process. But what was really good about this is that the change that needs to happen has already happened inside of many people. The change that needs to happen has already happened inside. That means the encodements, the light codes are already, but have already built a powerful scaffolding inside the subconscious of humanity. And this is a great, great thing. So, but this also poses us with another kind of challenge. When you have a lot of downloads that are getting activated at once and taking place, what happens is that it bumps up against the energy of the false constructs of our ego driver, the who we think we are mechanism. And that means that humans, regular mainstream humans, are going to need help dealing with these, we'll call illuminations. They're going to need help dealing with it, processing it, finding a way to orientate to it.